Well, folks, they finally did it. The dynamic duo of political commentary, Jon Stewart and Bill O'Reilly, reunited on The Daily Show after a decade of radio silence. It was a moment that sent shockwaves through the media landscape, igniting Twitter feuds and sparking water cooler debate across the nation. Could these two titans of television, known for their epic clashes and ideological sparring, find common ground after all these years? Or would their reunion devolve into another shouting match, further fueling the partisan fires already raging across America? One thing was certain: this was must-see TV. Like a political Super Bowl, the Stewart-O'Reilly reunion promised fireworks, witty banter, and maybe even a glimmer of hope for a nation increasingly divided. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a good reunion? It's like watching your divorced parents awkwardly dance around each other at a wedding. You know it's going to be messy, but you just can't look away. To truly appreciate the significance of this reunion, we need to rewind the clock a bit. Back in the day, Stewart and O'Reilly were the kings of cable news. Their respective shows, The Daily Show and The O'Reilly Factor, drawing in millions of viewers each night. Their on-screen chemistry was electric, a potent mix of wit, sarcasm, and thinly veiled disdain. They sparred on everything from the Iraq War to healthcare reform, their debates becoming the stuff of legend. Who could forget Stewart's infamous appearance on Crossfire, where he famously called out the show's hosts for hurting America with their partisan bickering. It was a watershed moment in cable news history, exposing the hollowness of the Shoutfest format and ushering in a new era of political satire. But their rivalry wasn't just about ratings or entertainment. It reflected a deeper divide in American society, a growing chasm between left and right, liberal and conservative, that only seemed to widen with each passing year. Fast forward to 2024, and the political landscape is more fractured than ever. Enter Stewart and O'Reilly, stage left, ready to rekindle their old flame. The tension was palpable as they sat down across from each other, their smiles a tad too wide, their eyes betraying a hint of mischief. O'Reilly, never one to shy away from a good jab, opened with a zinger quipping, "I hate you less now than I did 10 years ago." The audience erupted in laughter. The ice officially broken. From there to shove, there the conversation flowed like a fine Merlot, albeit with a few spilled drops here and there. They touched upon a wide range of topics, from the Biden administration's handling of the economy, the ongoing culture wars dividing the nation. Now, some might argue that bringing these two polarizing figures together only serves to further divide us. They'll say it's just more noise in an already deafening echo chamber, where people only listen to reinforce their existing beliefs. And hey, they might have a point. After all, this is 2024, where nuance goes to die, and everyone's shouting their opinions into the void of social media. But I'd like to offer a different perspective. Maybe, just maybe, there's value in seeing two people with vastly different viewpoints engage in a civil, even humorous dialogue. Section 5. Biden, Trump, and the future of American politics. Of course, no Stewart-O'Reilly reunion would be complete without a healthy dose of Trump and Biden. The two former presidents like ghosts of elections past, loomed large over the conversation. O'Reilly, ever the Trump defender, argued that the former president's policies were good for America, even if his style was a bit rough around the edges. Stewart, on the other hand, maintained that Trump's presidency was a dangerous deviation from democratic norms. As for Biden, both commentators seem to agree that the current president, while well-intentioned, was facing an uphill battle in a deeply divided Washington. The exchange highlighted the challenges facing America today. How do we move forward as a nation when we can't even agree on basic facts, let alone solutions? Section 6. The power of humor in a divided world. One thing that struck me about their reunion was the role of humor. Despite their differences, Stewart and O'Reilly managed to find moments of levity throughout the conversation. They traded barbs, made self-deprecating jokes, and even shared a laugh or two. In a world often defined by outrage and anger, their ability to find humor in the midst of disagreement felt refreshing, even hopeful. It reminded us that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, it's okay to laugh, to find common ground, to remember that we're all human at the end of the day. As the old saying goes, laughter is the best medicine. And frankly, in these politically turbulent times, we could all use a healthy dose of it. Section 7. Can we all just get along? Now, I'm not naive enough to believe that one reunion special is going to magically heal the divisions in our society. Let's be real, folks. We're talking about a nation where people can't even agree on whether pineapple belongs on pizza. But maybe, just maybe, the Stewart-O'Reilly reunion can serve as a small step in the right direction. A reminder that it's possible to disagree without being disagreeable, to engage in thoughtful debate without resorting to name-calling and insults. After all, we're all in this together. We breathe the same air, we share the same planet, and we're all stuck watching the same dumpster fire of a political system. Section 8. The legacy of Stewart and O'Reilly. Love them or hate them, there's no denying the impact Jon Stewart and Bill O'Reilly have had on American media and politics. They helped shape the national conversation for over a decade, their voices reaching millions of viewers each night. Stewart, with his sharp wit and satirical brilliance, exposed hypocrisy and challenged conventional wisdom. He made us laugh, he made us think, and he inspired a generation of young people to engage in the political process. O'Reilly, on the other hand, provided a voice for conservative America, offering a counterpoint to what he saw as liberal bias in the media. He wasn't afraid to ask tough questions, to challenge the status quo, and to speak his mind, even if it ruffled a few feathers along the way. Their legacy is complex and multifaceted. They were both brilliant communicators, master showmen who understood the power of media. And while they may have disagreed on almost everything, they shared a commitment to engage in the great debates of our time. Section 9, a final word, hope for a more united future. As the credits rolled on their reunion special, I couldn't help but feel a glimmer of hope. Hope that maybe, just maybe, we can find a way to bridge the divides that separate us. Hope that we can learn to listen to each other again, to engage in respectful dialogue, and to find common ground even in the midst of disagreement. It won't be easy. It will require empathy, understanding, and a willingness to step outside of our echo chambers. But if Jon Stewart and Bill O'Reilly can share a stage and a laugh after all these years, then maybe, just maybe, there's hope for the rest of us. Until next time, folks, stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay funny.